thank you again, everyone, for tuning in to Drake's Place. You guys see I'm sitting here with my partner, Eric. We gonna sit back and we just gonna chew the fat and just do what we do. But you know, we gotta always thank a few people. And I wanna first of all thank Aunt's Cakes by the Pound, one of the baddest bakers in the United States to me. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll get all his contact information. But Aunt's Cakes by the Pound, they deliver all over the United States. If you need to give them a call, 707-656-6801. That's Aunt's Cakes by the Pound. And also, me and my buddy here sitting here drinking some of this Sir Reginald Drake's wine. I got my own label. So if you're interested, just go to my website, support this black brand of Drake's wine, which is called Pinot Grigio is how I pronounce it, but it's Grigio. But that's just what I do, you guys, here at Drake's Place. And also give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. If you like the show, subscribe to the show. If you want to support the show, you can. The information is at the bottom of the screen and the credits at the bottom. That's PayPal me, Management Drake. That's if you want to support the show. And also, if you want to call in live, we're doing something different today. We usually shoot at night on Wednesdays, 11 o'clock Ohio time, 8 o'clock California time. But if you want to give us a call anytime to be on the show, give us a call, 216-210-5421. That's Drake's Place. And I'm here with my buddy Eric. And what we're going to do, oh, and also, well, thank you. Just dawned on me, Eric. If anybody on the last show, that was show 59, if any female or lady or young person was offended on my tone, I'm sorry. I kind of took it a little personal. So ladies, forgive me for my vulgar, how do you say it, Eric?
Vulgarity, maybe?
Yeah, vulgarness in my tone. Forgive me, I just took it to the next level. So again, forgive me, but that was a true story. But today, what we're going to talk about with my buddy, we're going to talk about being spiritually connected. But check this out. Spiritually connected, but your wife or your girlfriend said, we're not spiritually connected anymore, so I want a divorce. So Eric and we're going to sit back and we're going to kind of talk about this spiritual connection with Christian folk. And then all of a sudden, when you're spiritually not connected, Eric, they want to bounce. You want to bounce. I want to bounce. So I'm going to give some folk that don't know anything about spiritually connected. I'm going to read what the expert says. Eric, it says, what is spiritual connection? And these people is what the expert is saying. A spiritual connection is basically a deep affinity between two people. My eyeglasses are terrible. The deep closeness goes beyond certain superficial personality traits like dislikes or share interests. Instead, a spiritual connection, Eric, is about sharing the same fundamental values, belief, life goals, dreams, and others. Two people who are spiritually connected will meet each other on the same wavelength and will be able to share everything with each other. Now, Brother Eric, I'm gonna go a little farther, Eric, and people at home on spiritually connected, because I have heard this in the past with couples, Eric, saying, oh, me and my wife or my girlfriend, we're spiritually connected, and then a couple of years later, well, why y'all not together? Oh, because X, Y, and Z. Okay, but what happened? Something happened. So this is what they say, Eric. Spiritually connected couples often share with each other honesty, mutual respect, empathy, listening, gratitude of each other, open communication, meaningful conversation, not just BS conversation, but meaningful conversations, intimate sex, unconditional love. This is what the expert is saying spiritual connection is. But let me read a little bit farther, and then we're going to just chit-chat about it. Spiritual connection is more than just about playing the role of wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, wifey, and so on. Rather, spiritual connection in a relationship is about meeting an intimate and raw soul level. So, people at home, you guys are saying, well, what the heck is Eric and Drake talking about? We're talking about being spiritually connected, but then again, your mate, when they figure that we're not spiritually connected, Eric, they want to bounce. So to me, I would be kind of pissed off. I thought we were spiritually connected, Shanae. What happened?
Talk to me. That's a very good question.
Hey, you got to forget on these mics. We're having a mic problem. Talk to me, Eric.
Yeah, it's a very good question.
Let's get into this thing, man.
I mean, I'd like to thank you. I want to cheers you.
Oh, thank you.
Delicious wine.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. That's Sir Reginald, you guys. Sir Reginald Drake wine.
Yeah, spiritually connected. That's a great topic. I mean, for people who are married, I mean, that's about as most feeling intense as you can get in life with something intimate with someone. I mean, personally, you know, I'm not married, but I definitely have a desire to be with someone.
So connection thing.
All right. Yeah. So the way I see it, to be spiritually connected with someone is to have God as your first priority within the relationship. To praise Him with your relationship.
Okay.
So the way I see it, if something comes along the way and your partner says, you know, I'm not spiritually connected, I believe that's like an attack from the enemy, that Satan's, you know, deceiving them in some way or tempting them in another way to break that bond. Because you know, the devil hates love, so he'll do anything to break that bond between you and someone else. Because, you know, he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So there's a lot of ways to look at it. I mean, you say you're spiritually disconnected with your partner.
Right. The woman or the man said, we're spiritually not connected anymore, so I'm going to bounce. I want a divorce. I want to leave you. But wait a minute. I don't get that part. Well, you're screwing up. I think every marriage has ups and downs. So to me, I'm going to be the bad guy. So Eric, did this spiritually connected woman really give a damn about me? Help me out, brother.
I guess if you did your homework, right? Because if you really, you know, in my personal opinion of it, you know, if you kept God first and you really prayed about it, you were on the same page with your partner, then, I mean, that's a pretty strong bond there. So I guess if they're on the same page as, you know, glorifying God with you, then this spiritual,
keep talking.
it might be, I guess you gotta figure out what the reason is behind this, the reason for leaving. You know, it's like what part of being spiritually connected to me is not there anymore.
Right.
There's so many ways to look at it, right?
Right.
It could be
Okay.
intimacy
Testing.
or maybe financial. I mean, that's a different.
Okay. Well, okay. This is what hope you guys can hear me, and forgive us again for this mic problem. But okay, let me go back, Brother Eric, because I want you to stay up with that point. Right here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, it says spiritually connected couples often share honesty, empathy, empathetic listening, mutual respect, gratitude for each other, open communication, and meaningful communication, unconditional love, intimate sex. And then it got a bunch of things about the do's and don'ts. But
I guess I try to figure out which section of that, was keeping me away from that partner. Was I not being open enough? Was I not
Okay.
expressing feelings or
Okay.
talking enough, or
okay,
showing enough affection and love? Like there has to be a reason for her to be wanting to separate.
right.
I guess it's your duty to find out that reason and correct it.
Right.
So you can look at it in a lot of different ways here.
Spiritually not connected. Okay. So something you're saying that the woman is doing wrong, something the man is doing wrong.
Well, in this case, yeah, the woman's saying she's spiritually disconnected, yeah, it's something the man's doing. And I guess it's his duty to find the reasoning and correct it. Find out the reason for this departure
Okay.
and do his best to correct it with God's help, obviously.
Okay. That kind of makes sense. So people, like I said, we're just trying to figure this out because this was an email sent to me about spiritually connected. I'm like, ooh, interesting. Spiritually connected. So this is what it says to make this spiritual connection last. This is what the expert is saying. And again, I hope you guys can hear me on the mic. This is what it says. Give more. Again, you guys, I am so sorry for this freaking mic.
There you go.
Hello, testing. You guys really gotta forgive me. This mic is crap. That's nothing but whatever. Okay, this is what it says right here, Eric. Give more eye contact. So when you're having a conversation, men or women, with your significant other, when you talk to them, don't be looking all around. Look at them. Give them eye contact is what they're saying, Eric. Set aside us time each day, because we know you're busy. You're out there working all day. When you come home, I guess you're tired, and she just wants to sit and just have a meet us time, and you probably pushing them off. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me give you some more what the expert is saying here. I got a big old list here. Explore. This is number 3 from the experts. Explore what spiritual lessons your partner is teaching you. So help me with that one, Eric. What the heck does that mean? I'm going to read it again. Explore what spiritual lessons your partner is teaching you. What are those spiritual lessons that it teaches? I have no idea. I have none. What do you have off the top of your head, brother?
A spiritual lesson. I mean,
Reading the word together?
Yeah, in my eyes, yeah, it's because, me being, having my faith within Jesus, and, through him, God's word. So, I mean, for me, here's how I would do it,
Talk to me.
I would keep the Bible, like, number one, as far as, keeping active with your partner through the Bible.
Okay.
And seeing what lessons you can extract from the Bible, reading it to them.
Let's say if that other partner, I don't know, I'm just going to throw a wrench in. Just say if that other partner, which you're supposed to be spiritual connected with, they don't read their Bible. That's just something they don't do.
Well, if you're with that partner, let's say, if you're married,
But they love each other, but I don't read the Bible.
are they married at this point?
Yeah, we can say they're
Okay,
married.
so-
We can say you guys is married, yeah.
I guess, before the marriage, for my
Come on, talk
opinion, I would make that, number one priority.
Right.
So I would do my best to keep that, number one priority. And if they start to lose that interest, I would have to search to find, spark that interest again by reading, whatever I can.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay, so let me finish this one, you guys. Exploring the spiritual lessons your partner is teaching you. I'm gonna just read what the experts saying, because we're just talking about it, y'all. We're not experts, me and Eric. We just here, just trying to go through this because I got an email about this. Even if not done consistently, your partner's behavior, words can teach you a lot. Having a spiritual connection is about learning how to spiritually grow in your partner.
What is your partner's teaching you? Remember, I'm just reading this off, you guys. Our partners often see our blind spots, and so they can reveal a lot to us about ourselves, even unintentionally. So I guess what they're saying, Eric, your mate, your wife, can see the flaws in you. So the lesson is, listen to me, Eric. You have this, you have that, you're doing this, and that's not of God, maybe? Is that the lesson? To listen to what they're telling you? Pay attention to me. You're not listening. I don't know. Talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if your partner's telling you something that they see in you that they want you to correct, yeah, I'd definitely listen with all ears and do whatever you can to meet their needs and, to change what you have to change within yourself to, be happy with your partner. If that's what they're telling you. Yeah, I mean, as a man, yeah, you gotta lead. And if you're...
Yeah, as a man, we definitely got to lead. But now, since you said that, lead, Eric, the Christian community with women now, Eric, are the heads of the household. Even though men are leaders, and I'm going to say this and don't get offended, women, this is a man world. A lot of women say, I do all this by myself. I bought my home by myself without a husband. I got a good job without a husband. I went to college and got my degree without a husband. I'm doing very well by myself. So now you're stepping in, saying you the head of the household, and we need to be spiritual connection. I gotta follow your lead now. Wait a minute, ladies. The men are the leaders, but we still have to be on one accord. Yes, you bought your $400 or $500 or $1 million home by yourself. So now you have a new partner. How do you and I get on the, well, Eric, well, basically I'm talking to you, Eric, how do they get on the same spiritual platform? If she's coming into the relationship and she got everything. She got the condo in Italy, she got the condo in Texas, and here we are coming in and say, hey, I love you, I want to be with you. Talk to me. The floor is there. Floor is there, y'all.
Yeah, so that's all in the material world, right? You got to bring the other side of the world.
Okay.
That peace, that pure peace and happiness and love. So, I mean, yeah, when she's saying she has everything else.
Let me have your mic. You guys, we're really having mic problems today. We're really having some problems.
Yeah.
Say something, Eric.
So she's got everything.
Testing.
You got to find out where she's at spiritually, yeah, and show her what the real deal is.
Like that. Yeah, spiritually. Where is she spiritually?
If she's got all the material things and she's lacking somewhere else.
But she got everything though. So, but the email is spiritually not connected, and they want to get a divorce. They want to leave because we are not spiritually connected. Maybe we're getting off track, people, but I don't know. To me, this is a hard one.
Very, very.
This is a hard one. Spiritually connected. Since the couple is not spiritually connected anymore, she asked for a divorce or he asked for a divorce. So what the hell are we supposed to do?
Yeah, you got to find out what that reason is.
Yeah.
What the reasoning is behind for this divorce.
Yeah, because we met in the church. Now everything was all hunky-dory.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, if you've came to this relationship through God,
Okay.
and you're on the same page going into marriage,
Okay.
and then let's say 2 or 3 years later this starts happening,
Mm-hmm.
she's either growing away from God and Satan's stepping in and grabbing her this way and that way. And you gotta really, like I said, figure out that reasoning and do your due diligence to correct that and bring more excitement and your 100% idea of love and peace. I mean, there's not much else you really do there unless it's for material reasons.
Okay.
She's getting bored somewhere.
Yeah, okay, the relationship is getting divorced, and then also number 7 bullet point says, openly communicate your feelings. Do we as men openly communicate our feelings to these young ladies?
Depends what man you are.
Yeah. Okay, now
Depends on the man. Yeah,
Okay.
everyone's different, right?
let me read you guys what the experts are saying for openly communication your feelings. Most disconnection relationships lack open communication. Open communication is the ability to express your thoughts, your feelings, your honesty while respecting the other person. I think we respect our loved ones, our mates. I think we do. But if, now I'm gonna just throw a twist in it, but if your mate or your spouse or your wife or your boyfriend or your husband kind of come at you wrong, I'm quite sure you're gonna snap and come at them wrong.
Yeah.
So how do you keep that spiritual connection when your mate done said something that pissed you the hell off?
Yeah, if you know how to keep your cool in times like that, yeah, the key is to not react in a certain way, not to show anger. Because if you really love this person unconditionally, you'll love them no matter what. Even if they, I guess, leave you for a reason that you can't fix. I mean, it's their life, their decision. I guess ultimately, if that's what they want, you'd have to love them regardless. If that's how deep you want to go, you know?
Okay. Well, I guess what we're trying to say, people, is I don't have, and Eric might, I don't have a help for spiritually connected. I'm just going with what the expert is saying. So if you are in a relationship, relationships are freaking hard, bro. They're hard. They're hard. So with this spiritual connection, and I'm just talking because it was a person of faith that sent this to me. I'm like, spiritually connected, and you want to get a divorce or leave because we're not spiritually connected anymore. That's kind of deep. So maybe they tried and tried and tried to work, and it just did not work.
I'd say at that point, you've tried to locate the source, the reason, and you've done everything you could to reconcile that problem, and it still came down to that. The only other option to me would be to just to pray about it, is, you know, try to ask God if this is what He wants, if this, you know, if there's anything else I should do, like, let me know, and just leave it in His hands at that point, you know.
Y'all heard what Eric said. Talk to him again. Say that again, Eric.
Leave it at that point. If
talk to the camera and tell him what you just said.
If you've done everything in your power to keep that person after you found out the reason behind, you know, for them leaving, at that point, if you're as spiritual as I am, you would leave it in God's hands, and, you know, ask Him if this is His will. And, you know, at that point, there's no other person you can turn to other than God. So.
Okay, I like that. That's true. Because if it don't work, you guys, we're not experts, Ben Eric. We're not expert. We're just sitting here chopping it up. If it doesn't work, what did Eric say? Talk to
God, pray about it.
Pray about it.
Leave it in His hands.
Leave it in His hands. Let's say if they're not a Christian. Just say if they don't believe in it. What then? What do they do, bro?
I say start believing in it, because I got my reasons.
Brother Eric said he got his reasons, but you guys, hey, I just want to thank Eric for coming in and hanging out. I don't know what else to say. We just kind of went over the notes, what the expert said. I got the email, and I thank the person for the email. And anybody looking at the show, just go to Drake's Place 63 at Yahoo. That's Drake's Place 63 at Yahoo, and give me your comments and your thoughts on the spiritual connection. Like I said, the email went to say, we're spiritually not connected anymore, so he wants a divorce. They want to bounce. They want to get out the relationship. So do you keep working at it, or what do you do? Email us, Drake's Place 63 at yahoo.com. All that information being at the bottom. I guess that's about all we can talk about. Unless, Eric, you got something else you want to share with the folk before we bounce?
Yeah, since it's a spiritual question, I'll leave it with this. Yeah, if as long as you're on your path with God, and, you know, you're reading your Bible, you're as spiritually into it as you can be, and then you meet your significant other, and you release unto them everything that you're, you know, as long as you make sure that you're on the same page with them going into this relationship through God. I mean, that's pretty much all you can do that way. And then coming along, and let's say they get bored somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, identify the problem, do everything in your power to correct it, and if you've done everything, pray about it and leave it in God's hands. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's it. And if the idiot doesn't pick up, do you tell them to bounce there? I mean, because that's not our call,
Well, I would let them go with all the love I have. If that's their ultimate decision.
Go on about your life.
But I still love you regardless with everything I got. Like I said, I'll leave it in God's hands if that's what it comes down to.
Well, folks, that's it. That's all we got for you here at Drake's Place. I mean, we're not experts, unless you're an expert. You got a PhD in this stuff, Eric?
I'm working on it.
These the brothers working on it. But hey, that's all we got for you at Drake's Place, spiritually connected. He or she wanted to bounce. Hopefully we help communicate, like they said. You got to be on one accord, have couch time together, always give eye contact, listen, put the freaking phone down. When your mate is talking, put the phone down and talk to them. If you're at the restaurant, you're at the restaurant each other instead of being at the restaurant picking up your phone and looking at this stupid Facebook and Instagram and all that other mess on the internet. But be one. Try to be one. Try to communicate. Like I said, I'm not an expert. Every day is a learning experience for me because I done had 500 wives, so I'm still working on it. What you laughing at, Eric? That ain't funny. But why you laughing? What you laughing at?
Yeah, all you need is one.
That's true. But anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you, my brother, for coming in. Eric, that's my boy. He's come hanging out with me.
My pleasure.
He gonna hang with me again in the future to hang out at Drake's Place. That's all we got for you today. Spiritually connected. Try to work it out, you guys. If you don't have nobody, I don't know, just search. I guess do what you got to do to find that spiritual connected person. Talk to him, Eric.
Yeah, identify the problem.
There you go. Identify the problem, brother said. Hey, that's it. That's all for Drake's Place. We'll see you on the next show. Again, I thank you, Eric, for hanging out with me. That's it for Drake's Place.
Peace.
Peace.
Cake by the pound. Serving the Vallejo, San Francisco Bay Area. Give us a call. Ann's Cake by the pound. This has been a production of Drake Television Studios, Vallejo, California.